And we are live. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. Happy time zones, wherever you might be. And Happy New Year, which is, in theory, true whatever time zone you might be in. If it's not, please tell me where you live so that I can also escape the dread hand of Kronos. Anyway, yeah, we're back. It's been a while. It really has. Yeah, hope everybody had the holidays that they wanted, slash needed, slash, I don't know, were better than expected. But we're back, and yeah, we're playing Pathfinder. Still doesn't say that on screen, but it is. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Bear with me, because I, frankly, don't remember what was going on, other than we were just managing an army and doing a billion logistics things, and in theory, there was a crusade. But yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, which is more than long enough for me to forget basically anything. And also, I've been actually playing Baldur's Gate 3 in the meantime, so if I forget what I can do, I'm going to blame that. Yes, we were just doing a bunch of crusade management. I think we were saying it's actually time to take the road. This is the wrong way. That's my bedroom where the Fantasy UN live in my wardrobe. Here we go. But yeah, hi chat. Hope everybody's doing fine. Let's leave. Oh yeah, we've got Greyborn now. We should probably look at our journal. I'm going to say we're sticking with this team. Because, I don't know, past me probably put them together for a reason. Okay, here we are. We're at Dresden. We need... God, I've been back like 5 minutes and Charity's Lady back in with another gift sub. Thank you so much. Okay. Just reminding myself of what all I've got going on with these. Yeah, Crusader Army 2 is the crap one. I mean, 4 isn't great either. 1 could do with some reinforcing, but there it is. Okay. Really wish there was an easier way to get armies to kind of level up the commanders so we could get higher supply limits. I mean, there probably is, but... right, let's look at our journal. What have we got to do? Bunch of stuff that has to be done this chapter, but I think we've just started this chapter, so might as well start 2024 off right. I mean, seriously, thank you. Wait for Kalis to possibly do a thing. Go to the Heart of Mystery. Find something else that belongs to Trendlev. I mean, we have, but we need to find the storyteller again. The enemy search for traces of unusual demon activity. Find out how the demons are sneaking into our territory. Explore the Molten Scar. That's it. Find the patrol that's disappeared. Data patrol vanished where the settlements of Old Sarkoris once stood. Dragon Hunt. Travel with Greyboar to the Grimwood. Set up an ambush. Issue an order that allow Erebeth to have more time with the soldiers. I mean, I think we've got that on the slate. We just are busy resolving other orders. Riddles of the Nameless Ruins. Find and ask the Hell Knight leader. Yes, we'll need to find Regal again. Wait for something to happen with Wibjib. Build a stables in Dresden. Form a staff council. Improve a relic. Again, we're working on all these things. Broken Gold Bottle is Storyteller. Notes for the Storyteller is Storyteller. So, yeah, we're just kind of exploring and finding some of these things. Apparently there's a ruined hamlet here we never went to. Interesting. Oh, yeah, we did the whole thing with the Temple of the Good Hunt and... Can't remember who took it over, but they're calling us back if when they come back, so we can come and murder them. Alright, so Winter Sun is where the missing Crusaders are. Thank you, exclamation mark. Not sure how to get there. There's the Molten Scar. Okay, right, let's make some kind of decision. How the hell does this road go? Can I get to Ashbury if I just click on it? No. I guess we just pick a road and start going. All my characters are fatigued. We just left Dresden. Fine. Let's rest. We don't really have anyone qualified to work on scroll scribing. Yeah. I guess Socio could do it. Yeah, I mean, it's only a DC 10 to keep watch, so... Oh, Socio literally doesn't have the scroll scribing feat. Well... Greyboy, you can help cook. No, you can... I said you can help cook. Yes, I know, I clicked the wrong thing, and that's entirely down to me, but hey. So this goes +3 on all skill checks. That sounds great. Let's go. I can't help asking myself if I'm in the right place in this war. Perhaps I should have just stayed among those peaceful vineyards and smiling peasants. Am I truly needed here, or is my naivety merely a hindrance to others? Questions, questions. Oh, and also, I will have forgotten basically everybody's voice prints, so... Sorry. We failed to cook, even with both of them. No. Dreams? Dreams have puzzled the minds of mortals since ancient times. Strangely, the most obvious explanation of the mystery of dreams has appeared quite recently. The most obvious, but obviously wrong, one is that dreams are but the delirium of a tired mind as it digests the day's events. Ancient humans were much smarter when they thought dreams were messages of good patrons, or the opposite, the interventions of demonic powers. In this case, both hypotheses are correct, as illogical as that may be. Wow, whole paragraph to say nothing. The commander is asleep. Cool. In her anxious dreams, she sees bloodstained stones, smoking torches, rusty chains, and bars. Once again, she's in the dungeons of Dresden, chained in a cell. Huge demons lumber around, clawing at the filthy walls with a horrifying sound. Death in their fanged jaws seems imminent, but more painful still is the expectation of tortures that never begin. Unable to move, barely conscious enough, horrible semi-delirium, the commander is like, yeah, Bigitha, I also have anxiety dreams. Swears, curses, and profanities. What words could be better suited to this foul place? The fever of endless expectation is broken by a whisper, a gentle breath of fresh air in the stifling darkness. The ruby eyes of a demoness peer at the commander through the bars. She's similar to the other creatures of the abyss, but also entirely dissimilar. Remember me? I'm a Rutile. You gave me the gift of freedom, now I will set you free. Ah, I do remember her. That was the succubus we met in the dungeons. The chains holding the commander's body crumble to dust. The dark visitor takes a step toward her, passing through the bars as easily as if they were made of paper, and holds out her hand. Fly with me. In response, the commander can only mumble, Sure, let's go. The succubus bursts out laughing. The dungeon disappears. Now the demoness and the commander are flying over a moonlit plain. Enemies are hunting you, demons that have somehow acquired unusual powers that are unprecedented among common demons. You're also hunting them. You're trying to figure out who's sending them, and where the source of their power lies. I will show you where to find the answer. A finger with a manicured claw, because, femmes are always good, right? Points down to a cliff top where stands an ancient fortress slowly crumbling to dust. A bell without a tongue, an insane crone. Make it speak once more, and she won't be able to keep her silence either. She'll give you all the answers. Wake up! Cool, so we're getting dream messages now. The images fade away. The commander opens her eyes and whispers a word. Unknown, alien, brought by the passing dream. Green gates. I mean, that's not that alien, that's literally just 2 English words, but who am I to judge? The name of the fortress. If the demoness is to be believed, what a curious notion. Don't be racist, narrator. There's a deranged crone hiding there who knows where the demons with these unheard-of abilities are coming from. It'll be intriguing to learn who this crone is, what she knows, and whether this dream is but a trick to lure the commander into another trap. But we cannot find out without visiting the place from the dream. I guess. Alright, so where is it? You say it's been revealed. No further information of it. Anything? Doesn't seem to be around here. That's the Grimwood where we ambushed the dragon. Although I remember... it's up here. I remember going that way, we just ran into a dragon anyway and got absolutely punked. Guess why that's why this grotto is so ashen. And I've done a loop back to Dresden. Don't suppose my things have happened. Oh, I didn't mean to actually go into Dresden management. No, away. My armies have also regained their things. Here we go. Crusade management. They are all in progress and need like at least 2 days. Okay. Nope, didn't mean that. Because I need these to be killing demons, really. Why does that have a plus? Oh. Oh, yeah, my commanders are passively leveling up because of the board games. That makes sense. Master Maneuver. Increase maximum size of army. Yes, good. Good. Yes. So currently we have some marksmen, some spearmen, some footmen. And let's get archers on the other flank. This army is still only level 2. That's not ideal. Just because it's not particularly well equipped. I mean, can I get more things from Dresden? Nope. Well, I wonder if I can get something other than clerics for once. Sure can't. Well, it was free. Okay, let's go to the actually good army. Wait, there were more archers. Why are these archers not joining the actually good army? Yeah, whatever. I guess let's head this way, kind of open the road towards Green Gates. And go and wreck this army on the way. Oh god, some Duragni. And they're summoning Vescabors. Not ideal. Let's just start off by seeing if we can kill the Duragni. God, the Baroness is an absolute menace with that Scorching Ray. And flanked. And counterflanked, I guess. Shoot the bugs with a bow, that's totally how that would work. Okay. First of all, rude. Haha! I'm running circles around you. And abandoning my friends to the Vescivores, but hey, we can't do everything. Smite the Vescivores. Kill the bugs with a mace. Perfect sense. I think they get a bonus from motion. I really hope they do, otherwise I'm just running in circles every time for no particular reason, and it's annoying. Oh, and we don't have to kill the swarm on account if they were a summoned enemy. Rad. Defeating the horde of flying monsters swooping from the sky, many Crusaders got thinking that the battle tactics they know were not always suited to demon confrontation. With every new battle, the army gains invaluable experience, and soldiers are eager to learn, for their lives depend on it. They're not so much eager to learn as eager to continue to be alive. Okay, so we found green gates. Oh, they are out of movement. So we've opened that road at least. And these two armies remain not really qualified to do much. Maybe that level 4 army, but probably not, to be honest. Let's just go back to ours. I guess let's head to Green Gates. And the Shrine of Sacrilege as well. The stench of fresh blood and ancient evil emanates from the cave under the mountain. The path that leads here is splashed with the blood of many victims that have been dragged here. At night one can hear a hoarse voice. Why can this voice speak? Offering blasphemous prayers to powers unknown. The very sound of the language the prayers are recited in is an insult to the skies. Seriously, how bad is this horse? To Green Gates! We marched for 16 hours, and now there is someone on the road. Well. Okay, well, while I remember, people can mount up.
I will help where I can.
Oh, it's just some cultists. Whatever.
Simply business.
Oh, it's quite a few cultists. I could still fight. Quick, tie him up. It's the Crusaders! The Crusaders are here! The Crescent of the Abyss must be informed! Well. Guess they're gone. Guess we found a caster we need to just immediately murk. Walk slowly and menacingly towards them and see what happens. Just quickly study this guy. You have a charge path? You do. Good job, Greybot. Way to dodge directly under that dinosaur.
Into the fray.
Don't know if I'm going to find out that sure, mark the cleric for death. Yeah, don't know whether I'm going to find out that Baldur's Gate 3 has given me a bunch of habits that won't work for this, or if it's going to be the other way around, if I'm going to be playing this and doing things and thinking, oh, that's why I keep doing that in BG3. Somehow that guard's still alive. Lan, fix that. Thanks, Lan. Bismuth just kind of mix it up, I guess. Okay, the mixing up not going great for Bismuth. Also, why do I not have people? do my animals not have their full thing extended? Maybe stop and think about that one next time you want to say it. Put a channel down. Heal Camellia. Cultists will slowly and menacingly advance and just attract attacks of opportunity. That cleric seriously needs to die. Who goes there? Oh, it's Greyboy. Who was the one we marked? Cleric. So that's 75 damage. I mean, 35 is still good.
The light take you.
I'll cut you wide open.
Nice. Way to cut him wide open.
Here you
Next time, just sound less excited about that. Dead. Oh yeah, wait, he didn't study the cleric. Camellia marked the cleric. Those are different things. Can you stop shooting Camellia? I mean, she's a massive weirdo, but she's our massive weirdo. Also, can you not murder my dinosaur with a glaive? So many things I would love you to stop doing. Just keep throwing those heals. Like throwing hands, except downwards.
You're in my way.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Just put that, you're in my way. Part of me just wants the cultists to be just like, oh, sorry. Maybe that's just because I'm English. Take that constitution damage. Get right. Do we need more healing? Not really. I mean, Bismuth is on minus 33. That's too low. Can I hit him with a heal? No. No, I think Bismuth is dead. But luckily he was summoned. He was a summon, so it's fine. Study the archer. Cool. Anything good? Composite longbow +1, glaive +1, potions, rolls, light mace +1, bathmat covers heavy shield +1, breastplate +1, glaive +1, scroll. Wait. Loot. It is tab to highlight things. Couldn't remember for a second. Weird that these aren't automatically looted with everything else. I guess it's because they were never combatants. Now, take it the other cultists got away. Sure seems that way. Also, Social, you can give Bismuth that heal now. Good. Thank you, Social. Alright. I'm back on the road, I guess. Wait, what do you mean perception check failed? Oh well, too late now. Another random encounter.
pay attention.
Don't go there.
Move out.
Melia.
From me.
Oh, more trap. Melia, you're up. This one.
I am helpful. Am I not?
This one.
I hope you appreciate this.
I noticed Camellia just failed a couple of perception checks. That's concerning.
Over there.
go.
I am helpful, am I not?
Ah, there was another one there. Damn it. Hail, Baphomet. Hear our prayers. Accept this sacrifice, Baphomet. Cut you all. Praise be to Iomade. Who's the guy just spectating? It's her. The one who killed our brothers and sisters. Death to the killer. Die. Death to the killer. Die. Oh, it's Wojciech. Oh, hello. I didn't recognize him. Wojciech rises from the stone throne and halts the sacrifice with a raised hand. The cultist holding the knife over the victim on the altar stops. Oh yeah, they said the crescent of the abyss or whatever, and isn't like the crescent of the dark moon the amulet he stole. The cultist holding the knife over the victim on the altar stops. Wojciech is wreathed in blue flame, and the demonic shadow rises up behind him. Easy now, we're all friends here. This was just a little misunderstanding. You thought you'd come across Crusaders, but they're big fans of our Lord Baphomet too. Wojciech half turns to you, his right eye twitching, which you interpret as an attempt to wink discreetly. Isn't that right? Yeah. I mean, I did literally get the blessing of Baphomet that one time, so, Wojciech's face lights up. Right, exactly. Pilgrims of the World Wound. Meet the finest member of our big family. Hey there, Chief. Long time no see. Why don't we hold off on the sacrifice for now? We need to drink to this happy meeting. Am I right? Yeah. Let's do that. Tie that one on the altar up again. We'll get round to slaughtering it later. The cultists exchange looks and whispers. The chief cultist lowers his knife. If the crescent of the abyss says so, then welcome. Make yourselves at home in the temporary camp of the pilgrims of the World Wound. But why did you attack our brothers? They were your brother? I thought they were just some brigands. The chief cultist shakes his head and smooths invisible creases from his gold-embroidered cloak. Yes, our common brothers and sisters do look a little worse for wear after their long peregrinations in the World Wound. It's a pity that such a tragic mistake was made. But when we claim victory for our Lord, all of us should go draped in gold, that I promise you. Cultist casts a wary glance at your weapon, but passes no remarks. It is good that the crescent of the abyss, our beacon in the darkness and our oracle, has resolved this misunderstanding. Relax, friends, and after, if you wish, you may join our pilgrimage. Uh-huh. Let's get out of the poison cloud. Large stone with candles is covered with Baphomet symbols. It seems that the cultists use it for an altar. How did you work that out? Was it the bit where they were trying to sacrifice a guy on it? Also, hi, Wojciech. Way to walk into your own poison cloud, random Baphomet cult cleric. Good job. Yeah, care to explain? Wojciech is waiting for you next to the altar, wearily wiping the sweat from his brow. You? I thought I was done for. I feel it in my tail that they were going to kill me. You ain't a sight for sore eyes, Chief. I know that the gargoyles hadn't got you, and you were running the show up at Dresden now. I can't tell you how happy that made me. But that night it all happened. I tell you, I was so scared I couldn't see straight. I wandered around, wondering if my chief and the rest of the gang were lying in an open field with their eyes pecked out. Wojciech sighs. Even my conscience prickled a little thinking about how I ran. When you look at it from my side, what else was I supposed to do? The actual paladins were getting cut down left, right and centre. And then these pilgrims of the World Wound tell me that Dresden's been reclaimed, that there's a new commander called Bigitha Lordshot here. Well, I said to myself, there can't be two demon-slaying dynamos with that name, it must be you. I mean, there can't be two people with that name, full stop. We're all doomed if their clerics are so astute. So, I cut my way through the circles around Dresden and I waited for you to come out. At one point I got so desperate I almost went right up to the city walls, but I thought better of it. Although, an arrow in the skull would be a sight better than running in fear of Voetiel. Wojciech sucks in a breath and keeps talking in a rush, like he's afraid you'll turn around and walk out. Do you know Voetiel? I don't either, but I remember the name because what Brother Melrune yelled in the basement that time. I'm going to tell Hepsimira and Voetiel, or something like that. Anyway, my shadow told me that Voetiel is that demon, and I should be scared of him because he's after the moon of the abyss. That was what it's called. But the shadow's a whole other story. But if you want to know why I haven't just come to Dresden, I need your help. It's a matter of life and death, Chief. You are making no sense whatsoever. Wardriff lets out a breath. Okay. I'll shut up. I mean, I won't shut up, but ask me what you want to know, and I'll tell you. So, all of that. Question mark. That was my cunning plan, Chief. Wardriff's tail is whipping back and forth so fast it's a blur. Good idea. Why did you ask me to do it? Got to the crux of it, Chief. We have a secret mission here, see? Save the life of a good man. In other words, me. Well, not just me, but I would definitely die too if these guys see something they don't like. I'll be on the altar next to that poor sap before you can say Hail Baphomet. Why did you run the night before the gargoyles, apart from the obvious? Run? Me? I thought I did. You should have seen me. I got one right on the nose, saying arse over tea kettle, and it flew off. Again, we've given all these people American voice actors, and yet we give them dialogue including phrases like arse over tea kettle. I've gotten into scrapes a fair few times before, been caught by surprise in the dead of night more times than I can count. That's why I leapt up, quick as anything, grabbed my knives, and, well, of course I made a run for it. What else was I going to do? I'm just a thief, a city boy. I don't go toe-to-toe with demons. Sure, I said it out you and all, but that was before. I didn't sign up for nighttime gargoyle attacks. What kind of idiot attacks in the middle of the night? Thought war would keep more civilized hours, to be honest. Wrong again. So, apologies, Chief, but I always end up on the winning side. It's just my nature. You and your lot in the camp that night did not have the look of victory about you. And it's not like I'd have been much help if a gargoyle snatched me in its claws. Of course I decided to run, and run I did. So, what's the deal with you and these cultists? Wardriff looks pensive. It's complicated. It's a story of unrequited love, really. They love me, and all I think about is how to get away from them and save my own skin. Chaos. Well, you seem to have got yourself a nice setup here. I'll just leave you to it. Wardriff heaves a sigh. To tell the truth, I can't cool my ears here for much longer, Chief. I could have run from the family and kept running for a long time, but you don't run from Voetiel. He's a demon. If you don't find me first, they'll sell me out as soon as they get sick of me. I can feel it in my tail. Or else I'll end up on that altar. Wardriff leans closer, his eyes gleaming. I know you, Chief. You're the type of warrior that all men dev should be praying for. When I was in the camp, all I heard was Chief this, Chief that. There's no better chief than ours. If you need to sort the demons out, call the chief. That's what people were saying. I swear I heard it with my own ears. So, will you help me? What's this about your shadow talking to you? Not just any shadow, my shadow. My special shadow. After I spent a while running around the world wound, scared out of me wits, it suddenly crept out and whispered in this distant sounding voice, Voetiel. No, Fear Voetiel. And the name was familiar, because that's what Brother Melroon yelled out, and I put two and two together. This Voetiel was in the north, and I needed to make sure he didn't find me. Is it saying Voetiel was in the north, or was it saying go north to avoid Voetiel? This is the problem with cryptic dream messages. Bit by bit, I got the shadow to tell me that Voetiel was a demon, and that he was looking for the moon of the abyss. Who knows why. By the way, I have a couple of thoughts of my own about the moon. I'll tell you about them once we're out of this mess. Why shouldn't I just murder everyone here? That's my usual MO. Because... Wardriff looks round and lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. They'll still be useful to us if you decide to help me. And thanks for not trying to kill them as soon as you got here, by the way. At least a nervous sort. You would have definitely stabbed the lad on the altar if you caused a fuss. They think if they perform all these sacrifices, Baphomet's going to appear and hand out powerful spells like candy. Okay, so what do you want exactly? In a nutshell, Chief, got a bit of a situation here. One wrong move and I'm a goner. The demon Voetiel's in the vicinity somewhere. A good man has suffered. The cultists are animals. I just want to get out of this and make Voetiel back off. But without you, I've got no chance. Help me. I won't forget it as long as I live. I mean, you've covered this already, but who's Voetiel? All I know is that he's the demon that sent Brother Melroon to get the moon of the abyss. Now that I have the moon, Voetiel's after me. Already tired of running through from him. He'll catch me soon, I can feel it. Hey, what part of the cult is playing here? Wardriff glances around, making sure you're not overheard. Do you know why they call themselves the Pilgrims of the Whirlwind? They're itching to meet big-name demons like Baphomet. It's like they're on a pilgrimage. So, that got me thinking. Since they listen to me, we can lead them to Voetiel and mess with their heads a bit. Say that Baphomet's been calling him nasty names, and let the cultists fight Voetiel for us. It'll be a riot, coerce someone us take out a demon. Well, what do you think? You said a good man had been hurt. Well, me, of course. Mordred folds his arms. I'm a prisoner here, you know. Yeah, and I suppose there's also the other fellow, Deval. The one that's tied up. Kind of earned one. I made a dumb mistake and now he's paying for it. Now, don't get me wrong, I couldn't care less about the guy. He got himself into this mess, except it wasn't for me. They maybe wouldn't have caught him in the first place. These pilgrims kept asking me, will we have long to wait for the favours of Lord Baphomet? So just because I have my shadow, I should know. What am I, some kind of demon whisperer? Just put a kind of knowing air and say to him, do as you've been doing and the favours will come. They took that to mean they needed to keep cutting people up on the altar. I tried to put them off the idea, but they didn't listen. I acted like I was discussing things with my shadow and I kept trying to hold them off. Then the stars weren't in alignment. The raining eyeballs was a bad omen. I mean, it generally is. I'd run out of ideas just before you showed up, Chief. I was already considering just letting him do it. He was a crusader after all. You know, demons would probably get him in the end either way. It's not my fault that's how they do things. It was either him or me. Wardriff sighs and turns away, his tails twitching from side to side in agitation. There is one way to get both of us out, but I can't manage it on my own. I need your help. Alright. Companion quest time. Wardriff's face lights up and the tip of his tail dances through the air. I always knew you were a special sort, Chief. Let's go break his horns off. We need to go to a patch of scrubland by a bend in the river. It's not far, I'll show you. Nothing interesting about the place at all, but that's where I was when my shadow came out. It started pushing me back the other way. It said the Voetiel would find me easily there. It'd swoop in and tear me limb from limb as soon as I popped up. Wasn't long turning away from that place, I tell you. There's just one other thing. We need to round up my lackeys and send them off on an errand. While they're gone, we can free the prisoner. No point leaving him here to be bored stiff, right? Sure. Given that they just walked into their own poison cloud trap, I think we can probably outsmart these clerics. Listen up, brothers, sisters, the shadow has spoken. It says that a demon will come to a secret place, a wasteland where there are almost no trees left, next to a bend in the river. We once passed by there, but we took a wrong turn and didn't find it. They leave these on for a long time. It was him or me, the words of a confirmed good man. I mean, of course Wardriff's a good man. Did you not hear it when he said, I'm a good man? Glorious day. Before we set off, I say we make the sacrifice. I say let's hold off on the sacrifice, and time's are wasting and demons are busy, you know? Leave your things and go. I must meditate before such an event, and when I'm all meditated out, I'll come and summon the demon to you. These take so long to display. But then that's always a balancing act, because if I shorten it... Commander, a moment of your time. The young crusader cautiously gets to his feet, unable to believe that he's finally free. At last the day has come when these odious faces will no longer be looming over me. Cultists hid my weapons and armor somewhere. I'll find them and take my leave of this place forever. Are they up there? I reckon these some weapons. They're over there with the rest of the stolen stuff. Called it. I made sure they didn't go walkies in the night. I hope you'd make it out of it somehow. Thanks to your efforts, Waldriff. Go. Time is of the essence. If there is a demon hunting you, better lure him into a trap and strike first. Yeah, but who are you? Crusader bows. Devil Gwenviar, at your service. Nobleman, crusader, and only surviving member of my unit. How'd you end up here? Crusader's eyes stare into the distance. Solely through my own foolishness. With my inability to fight like a man, I thought the crusade would be the best way to make my mark on history. The glory of the respect that would otherwise be denied me as the third son of a noble family. When an officer laughed at my skills and called me an ignorant interloper, How right he was. Fate has a twisted sense of humour. My more experienced comrades died in this cursed place one after another. I survived. There were only 5 of us left in the end. Our hubris was gone. We were jumping at every shadow. We still weren't cautious enough. I was the only one who survived after we were attacked in the night. Should have realised what was happening when the lookout went missing. Yeah, probably should have. What are you doing now? Find my armour and weapons, find something to eat, and then leave this place as quickly as possible. Crusader looks ahead with grim determination. Perhaps I will die in the wound, but I will die with a sword in my hands, not like an animal to a slaughterhouse. If I do make it out, I shall build a temple to Iomede's honour in my hometown. You're rich enough to build a temple if you fancy it. You were complaining that your parents don't give you enough money. I think we have slightly different conceptions of what counts as enough money, because being rich is brain poison. In any case, money is no longer a concern of mine. My life and my legacy belong to the goddess who sent you, the goddess who sent you and the commander to my aid. Aye, good luck. May Iomade keep you. Whipjit back. Back again. Camellia. Away. I only need one rogue archetype in here. Ah, yes, Eldritch Scoundrel. Aye, but I just made it so we can level into Arcane Trickster. So, Rogue would get us another Rogue talent. What was our last Rogue talent? Nothing particularly interesting. Stretch and Hydrate. Yes, good point. Oh! Ah, yeah. I like people going in for the prestige classes. Boom. We'll get Arcane Spellcasting. Select an Arcane Spellcasting class you belong to before adding the prestige class. What if you didn't have one? Asking for a friend. Ranged Legendary Man can use Trickery at a range of 30 feet, so just pick locks from a long way away. Does increase the skill check DC, but you look flashy as hell. Impromptu Sneak Attack? Improvise a way to sneak attack targets regardless of their awareness. I mean, I feel like he does that anyway, but hey. Just invisibility is a free action. And surprise spells! Sneak attack damage to damage dealing spells. Neat. Congratulations, you're the Trickster now. I mean, I am also the Trickster now, but you know. I guess. Get the dex up to a natural +7. Everything is now a class skill for you. Well, let's get you at least a rank in everything, just to kind of get that proficiency bonus. Firing on cylinders. Some cylinders, at least. Alright, so Eldritch Scoundrel is technically a cast class, isn't it? Yeah, so... Cool. So wait, what? What's his spellcasting stat? It doesn't say on the spells, because it's generally class dependent. Yeah, I have no idea. Interesting. Well, learn some new spells. Ooh, we can get like level 3 spells. Battering Blast. Sounds neat. You could learn to beast shape. 10d4 force damage. Just learn to lightning bolt. Vampiric touch. Vampiric touch feels fitting. Yeah, these work. Get a new feat. I mean, you're not using ranged weapons that much. Why is it saying you should get point blank shot? Oh, I should probably get arcane armor training because I mean he's wearing armor, isn't he? Does he wear armor? I think he wears armor. But this says he doesn't even have light armor proficiency. Or maybe he does, and it's just not being counted in the thing. That would make sense. Like, there's a bunch of things that give you proficiencies you already have. Just increase sneak attack damage. Why is that thumbs down? Improved 2-weapon fighting. That sounds great. Right, it thinks we should be building towards these as well. It reckons we should be going for greater weapon focus, but it reckons we shouldn't be going for weapon focus, which is necessarily to get greater weapon focus. Game, go home, you're drunk. I'm going to get arcane armor training, because... Oh, okay. Because, I mean, he is proficient with light armors, right? Where are the basic rogue things? All simple weapons, not proficient with any armor or shields. Oh. So I guess he was never wearing armor. So, stop accidentally right-clicking. So many issues here. Thief will just get better at persuasion and trickery. More rogue talents. Which there are many, wow. I've forgotten quite how deep the customization in this game went. Vital Strike might be good. Stop accidentally right-clicking. I mean, just, he does so much sneak attacking. Why would we not get that? And get more spells. Deep Slumber sounds useful. See, communal invisibility thing sounds good. And you've got a mythic rank. Add mythic feat. We gave him abundant casting. Why did we do that? I mean, he's not meant to be like a hard caster, I would have thought. Mythic sneak attack. Sorcerer's Reflex can cast the first spell after initiative as a swift action if it's first level or at least 2 lower than the maximum level you can cast. Or Mythic 2-weapon fighting. might be good. Or Mythic Weapon Finesse, do even more damage. That's a good idea. Oh, we've got 2 Mythic ranks. Exciting times. Dimensional Retribution might be good. Rupture Restraints might be good. Let's go with that first one, Dimensional Retribution. Cool. Congratulations, you are leveled. Also, how's your gear? Bad. Also, you only have 1 dagger. Oh, yes, because we had Finian being your other. Well, I kept this Agile Dagger +1 just for you. I kind of hate how it looks, but hey. It's got double Agile. Oh, so it basically does that thing I just got Mythic Weapon Finesse for. Ooh. Already got Bout of Incredible Dexterity. What's this ring? Morale bonus on saving throws against disease, nausea, and sickened? Sure. Love it for you. Give you a healing potion to be carrying. Anything else I was saving for you? Hey, what does the Headcracker do? +2 finesse wielding. It's got finesse. Why does the mace have finesse wielding? And it's light. First hit against new target. Done for D3 rounds. What's the Retriever's Claw do? Cold Iron, increased critical multiplier. This mace is better than... Yeah, I think this is the way to go. Although, does he have weapon focus and daggers? What's finesse training do? Already lets you do that thing I got of Mythic Finesse. Great. Love getting 7 things that all do the same thing. That don't stack. Boo. 3 had weapon focus. Oh, wait, that's a feat. Sure doesn't. Interesting. Okay. Anything else you wanted? Can't sing or use kinetics. You're probably fine. Okay. Oh, you should also learn a ton of spells. Who cares about choosing your spells for that level up when you can just read all the scrolls we've got while you were away? On which note, we should probably make sure that, yeah, his prepared spells are up to date. They are not. What do you not have there? Oh god, has it been an hour already? I swear we've done, like, nothing. Corrosive Touch, sure. Level 2, I mean, having a cast of invisibility would be good. 3... Well, we just learned a lot of these. Vampiric Touch, let's stick in there. And Battering Blast. And we know lots of levels 4, 5, and 6, but don't have any slots for them yet. Cool. Well, that was long. Yes, altar, we know. Stone throne that the cultists erected for world drift does not look very comfortable. I mean, it's a stone throne. Now let's go and steal back all the stolen stuff. Well, the bits of it that look good anyway. That's just a crossbow, that's just a mace. Scrolls. Scrolls summon monster 6. Ooh, that sounds powerful. Okay. Well, that was surprisingly simultaneously eventful and not. But for now, we are going to take a short break and then hopefully get back to things that may be more eventful. So stick around for more of this. As ever, I need to run some ads because capitalism and also to get up and get more water and all of that. So, hey, you should do the self-care things wherever you are as well. Get up, move around, have a drink, have a snack, take your meds if you need to. This is your reminder. And just go and tell somebody you appreciate them. I will be back in a few minutes. Let the ads run if you can, and I will see you then. Bye-bye. And I'm back. Hello, everyone. Just occurred to me. Yeah, see? Not actually a good man. He's really more of a neutral man. Sorry, Wodge, if the treats don't lie. So, that bit where the scrubland by the river bend was not far away. Where the hell is it? Not far away my entire arse. Look. There's like a canyon and a lake in the way. Ah, you lied to me once more. Yet more people on the road. People, get off the road, I'm using it. Oh, the dragon's back. The dragon that we do not have a hope against on account of it being a level 25 dragon. Okay, let's just see if we can run. Really, that's the only hope we have. Can we see an exit on the map? No. Great. Love it. Love that for us. Aha! The exit she has spied. Yeah, it just one-shots us. This is gonna attack of opportunity, but I literally... Whatever. Like, the dragon can do what she likes, because what am I gonna do about it? How do we leave the area? Is it just a case of we have to have everybody here? Up a channel, try and keep people slightly more alive, although they will still absolutely die in a second when the dragon does it again. Or you could just bite land. Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, fine. Ha! Way to roll a nat 1, stupid dragon. Oh. Oh, do you just have to survive for a few rounds? Is that all it is? Won't you just accept your fate and become my dinner? I'll eat you all soon enough, says the dragon. Social, if you can heal us immediately. Oh, people are fatigued. Boo. Well, seeing as we need to rest anyway, heal us some more. Cool, excellent, love it. Lan, you can just resummon Bismuth. No? Okay. Guess not. Maybe it'll reset for tomorrow. Okay, we found our way to Green Gates, because a succubus I met once told me in a dream. You know, when I say it like that, it seems like a bad idea to be here. But hey.
You've marched me to the bones today.
Yes, people are tired. Should we rest here? Seems like a questionable place to rest, but if it's what people want, I'll do it. Can't camp when enemies are nearby. And this is how we learn there are enemies nearby. It's that meme of anxiety is just your brain constantly telling you can't rest while enemies are nearby. Oh, hello. Oh, it's Ursula. You heard my call. Demoness looks down. I can't remember how she sounded. A demoness looks down at you from atop the crumbling fortress wall. The same demon you freed from the dungeon in Dresden. The one who appeared in your dream. You're able to observe her properly for the first time, noting her delicate features. Way to immediately become slightly creepy. Demoness is stunning, but her eerie and unnerving beauty bears only the slightest trace of humanity. Humanity is optional. Thank you for heeding my call. I did not think you would come. In a flash of insight, you see that Urushale was partly hoping that you wouldn't respond to her summons. Blood? Blood. Urushale brings a hand to her mouth, blushing. Don't joke like that. I'm a succubus. My beauty spells death for mortals. You want to know where the demons with the unusual powers are coming from? There's a creature hiding in the fortress right now who's privy to the demon's schemes. Catch her and she will tell you what you want to know. Inside the fortress, an enclosed space with an unknown number of enemies inside and an exit that can be easily blocked once we're in. Everything you need to set up a highly effective ambush. They're waiting for us in there. I can't guarantee that we'll make it out again. Who are you? I'm a demon. A succubus who has killed many mortals, but beyond that, I'm also a heretic. I betrayed the demons, cursed their lords, forswore their beliefs and works, and joined the side of the mortals. I still have not earned forgiveness for everything I've done. Not from Desna, not from the mortals, not even from myself. But I will earn it someday. When the Crusaders finally defeat the Abyss, I will know that I played my part. Keep swearing by Desna. Do that some more, please. Urushale presses the silver butterfly to her heart. Swear it, I'm on your side. If I'm planning something wicked, may Desna strike me down where I stand. Okay, but why are you helping me anyway? I've been helping the Crusaders for the last few years. I spy on the demons, I kill them, I sabotage their weapons, I pass on information about their plans to the mortals via the priests of Desna and Canabras. I do all this because... Drops her gaze and ends in a near whisper. I don't want to be one of them. Alright, let's say I believe you. What then? There's a hag by the name of Jerunica hiding in this fortress. He lived here before the fall of Sarkoris, but when the demons arrived, she was happy to throw in her lot with them. This senile old cannibal knows many secrets, including the one you seek. I mean, hags are a separate species from humans. Like, they've been altered into another form of life, so it's not really cannibalism anymore. Just saying. Where you're dealing with a creature that's very old, very devious, and very dangerous. She may not be a demon, but she can move like one. If you hesitate, she'll slip from your grasp before you even know it. Fortunately, there is a relic of destiny in this very fortress, the Bell of Mercy. It'll help you catch the hag like a cat in a mousetrap. No, wait, you don't say that, do you? Like a mouse in a cat trap? No, never mind. What matters is that you must catch her. It's possible that this is a trap. I might sound naive and you don't have to listen to me, but Shannon teaches us to protect beauty because where there's beauty, there is hope. Right now, I see something greater than a succubus's charms. I see true beauty in her, not only on the outside, but inside also. I want to believe her, even as I fear that design. Hey, doesn't this sound like we're getting mixed up in something that's really got nothing to do with us? There's some ruins, and some bell, and some hideous beasts, maybe more than one. We could die over this. Over nothing. And then what are people going to say about me once I'm dead, eh? Oh, well, Jeff, the idiot who tried to swipe a rusty old bell. That's just shameful. Tell me of this hag. Did you know that there are different kinds of hags? Jerunica is one of the more terrifying types, an Anis hag. Flesh Eater possesses frightening, evil magic powers. She's not a demon and far more cunning than many inhabitants of the Abyss. Don't listen to her rigmarole and don't believe her invasions. Grab her, put a knife to her throat, and demand straight answers. And don't forget, like demons, she can travel huge distances using magic. The sound of the bell will stop her from slipping away. How bell work? It's an ancient relic of Desna. Crusaders brought it here when there was still hope that Sarkoris could be retaken easily. Then the world wound expanded. Crusaders were forced to retreat, leaving the bell behind. Demons tried to corrupt it or destroy it, but they couldn't. The bell burned them when they touched it. They managed to rip the bell's clapper from it, but they didn't take it far. Look for it. It should be around here somewhere. Destiny imbued the bell with powerful protective magic. Strike it, all demons and their elk inside the fortress will be unable to move. If I cannot move, she will not be able to evade you. If there really is a holy relic here, we are honor-bound to return it. It's not a question of military strategy, it's a question of faith. How did you know the hag be here? For you to call me here? We know each other of old. Actually, that's not quite true. We've never met in person, but I've been tracking her for quite some time. She shows up here and there, but every time I try to pin her down, she vanishes. Hope this time she won't slip away so easily. Arushale seems agitated, and you detect a tremor in her voice. Seems hunting this hag means an awful lot to her, but you have a sneaking suspicion that the succubus has not told you the full story. Probably true. Can you help? With a smile, Arushale runs a finger along the string of her bow. Naturally. Let's go then. May Destiny aid us. Arushale vanishes into the shadows. Okay, but now can I rest? Nope. Guess we're doing this.
Pay attention.
Guessing these swirling mists may not be entirely good for us.
I'm here.
We'll just
Where
find
else
out.
would I be? This is my kind of work.
The mists don't seem to have any particular hello. How dare you come here? Wait. What was that Arushale talking? Damn it, I was preparing a hag voice, and then it wasn't the hag. Yeah, that was Arushale shooting them. Well, shot taken and missed.
Into the fray.
Wow, that was somewhat less than impressive. Greyboar, advance slowly. Stupid dwarf legs. Many times I've told you to stop calling me stupid dwarf legs. Burning Arc seems good. Yeah. That's what I would describe as reasonable.
Make every strike count.
Out of my way!
Have you considered hitting the enemies? Anyone? Okay, I guess technically you did that. Oh great, mirror image. That's not annoying at all.
Fall!
You have hereby been instructed to fall. Touch of good yourself. Give yourself the good touch. Haha, you failed to enslave the soul of my Triceratops. Wow, you all hit very hard. Clyde was poisoned. Okay, no, you appear to not hit that hard. Is this? Is this Sealer? This is Sealer. She has Smite. Well, smite this Arachne, because I want to kill it as soon as possible.
Take you!
Study this Calavacus. My favorite kind of olive.
Simply business.
And then just rip it apart. Very nice, well ripped. You're going to get a sneak attack? Sure you are. And it's going to work very well. Might as well get an extra arrow.
The wrong model.
These guys hit very hard, but I forget that I'm level, what, 12? I'm really only level 9? Wait, wasn't Wojcik level 12? No, 7 and 2. I thought it was 10 and 2. Well, we're inching towards level 10. Anyway, we're quite powerful also, is my point.
Die!
Yes, I know. You're very loud. Well, thank you for coming within melee range, I guess.
Down the divine wrath.
I forget that Clyde has 1,000,000 AC. Quickly study this rock,
It's your turn.
and then eat through its mirrors. Well, that worked.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
I mean, it was just stab in the end. Who just lost a bunch of constitution from Durantny poison?
There's
Clyde, why would you do that?
darkest of places.
Uh,
No one can see it there.
yeah, less restoration should do it. There we go. Problem solved. Everybody get together and
No reason
healer,
to
throw a
pause.
heal. Also, Sealer, get back on your horse. Bigitha, also horse.
I'm losing
Well,
my
he's not a
temper.
horse, but you know. Pseudo horse. That's a technical term, right? Broke, mount, woke, pseudo horse.
Head on!
What's this? And why can't I see anything to actually interact with it? Oh, it was underneath the thing. Aridan's Wrath. The Holy Scabbard alters a paladin's Smite Evil class ability, changing the AC bonus from Deflection to Sacred. Oh, so it will stack with things that give you Deflection bonus. Additionally, whereas first attack every round deals an extra d4 divine damage. Healer. Ah, it takes a belt slot. I mean, it's a scabbard hammer. Where else would it go? I'm glad I could have this talk with me. Whoa. Staff. Many staff. Then just generic elven curve blade. Bender trash, cold iron, which I imagine we'll find a use for at some point. Haven't really had the opportunity to do any weapon smithing thus far. Rat. Whip jib. To go around the trap.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
I mean, it's definitely trap. You literally just detected a trap. When Waldriff goes off on his own, I should probably be telling him to be stealthy. Do I have a stealth toggle? It's not really something I've been doing, so yes, no? Ah.
Watch and learn. Pretty good. All right.
There's something about me that I literally don't know how to do the stealth. Yeah. Nearly clipped the edge of that.
This is my kind of work.
Turn off stealth because the rest of the party is coming back, and my god, they are not stealthy. One of them is riding a Triceratops. Whoa, hello. More of those. This place is just awash with demons and demon adjacents. This camera angle is perhaps not what you were going for, game? Was that just Arushale giving us some extra shots? I believe so. Annoyingly, Land's not quite in position, so has to move. Can only fire one shot. But it nearly kills a retriever. Very nice. Waldriff head there, and then Fireburst do damage? No. Probably just haste somebody, but reckon someone up hit. I've got 2 casts of Scorching Ray. Let's just Scorching Ray. Finish it off. See? Finished it off. Can you go and mess this thing up? What is that, anyway? Glabrezu. Labcus. Gibrilex. Okay, you stand there and... Prayer might make sense. Yeah. Oh yeah! Haste, that's a spell I should cast more. My god, that looks like a lot when mirror images are. Jesus, what just happened? Tumors? As a swift action, a Gibraltar can rip a grapefruit-sized tumor from its body with one of its many arms and throw it as a splash weapon. Yikes. Hey, new goal, stop throwing tumors at us. Or just be dead. That's not how you be dead. Try again. You should study this gross thing. And then murder it. But you're meant to be a slayer, not a fail to slayer. Wow. Sick burn, Emma.
Distract them for me.
Seriously?
Run them through.
People are having real trouble with this hole. Stand up and trigger that attack of opportunity, I guess. And then channel. Yes, continue to roll 1s against my 20 AC on my dinosaur.
I need your assistance.
Stop murdering our cleric! And also the rest of us! But it's rudest in the case of my cleric. Demon Plague! Greybor has the Demon Plague. Bad. Channel some more. Ah, well, we just increased your Smite Evil, so do that. You do technically still have an action. How's your health? Oh, you're fine. Yeah, whatever. Greybor, I guess, stand up and move away. Not in attack of opportunity range, which is nice. Or you've already used your attack of opportunity, one of the two. Additional attack. Perfect strike. Take down those mirrors. Or missed, you know, you do that too, I guess. Do you have, like, big damage spells? No, that's not really your thing, is it? Oh, haste is an area spell. I forgot about that. Should definitely be using it.
This spell's faulty. No, really.
What do you mean unavailable?
This spell's faulty. No, really.
What do you mean unavailable? Did he have some kind of caster debuff on him? No? Oh, do I have to center target it on an ally? Right, even though it's a burst. Fair enough. Okay, Bigitha, get a billion attacks if you would.
Out of my way!
And still failed to kill it. Great. Yes, just keep attacking Clyde, for he is a wall.
Victory is worth the pain.
Made of Triceratops.
Winter Down.
A Greybor's down. Stop critting with your tumors, because that's apparently a thing you can do.
Into the fray!
Slice through the mirrors.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Time to share your treasures.
Oh, it did say that missed. Okay, sure.
Die!
Thanks, Clyde.
The inheritor tried my blade.
You won't survive me.
Cover me, all right?
Nice, nice, nice. Sociel got a crippling wound as well. Very cool. Right, now that we've killed these demons, does it still say enemies are nearby? Haha! It does not. Now let me actually interact. There we go. Okay, Night Watch, we should be fine. Camouflaging, we should be fine. Protective Rituals will be tricky, but sure. And these two are on Cook Brigade again. Sweet.
I'd like to show you a sketch. Tell me what you think.
It's not bad, but if you ask me, I think you've made it too flattering. Too bad you can't redraw my ugly mug for real to make me look like this handsome guy.
Lan, don't make me ring the negative self-talk bell. Yay, we succeeded on our rituals. We failed at cooking, but you know. Oh. Lan realizes you're watching him, which apparently we were, and hurriedly stashes something in his travel pack. So, how'd you sleep, Commander? What's that? Lan sighs. I suppose there's no point in hiding it now that you've seen. He reaches into his pack and pulls out a battered, cheap-looking book. It's a book of folk tales. The folk tales of Galarian, recorded by some gnome who, unlike me, wasn't terrible at reading and writing. Don't think I'm some illiterate cave monster. I'm a literate cave monster. I even went to school when my family lived on the surface, but that was a long time ago. Once we moved back to the caves, I practiced my survival skills more than my reading and writing, so I'm a little rusty. I can read words and individual sentences, but when I see a whole page of text, my mind just goes blank. It's embarrassing to be like this when I'm surrounded by all these educated people, so I'm trying to work on my skills on the sly. I even asked the seller if he could get me a book with big letters. This was the only one he could get, and it's for kids. I didn't want you to see me struggling to read stories for 5-year-olds. I thought I'd die of shame if you knew, but for some reason I haven't died yet. So, you gonna laugh at me? No, I won't, because dyslexia is real. You could read aloud. That's what people usually do when they're just starting out, and I promise not to be a dick. Lan's face shows surprise. Thank you. Your support means a lot. Why do I keep getting into these awkward situations in front of you? It's like the gods enjoy watching me suffer. Lan clears his throat and opens the book. Brace yourself for the longest fairy tale in your entire life, because I'm planning to take full advantage of your attention. Alright. In a faraway kingdom on the shores of a temperate sea. Lan starts off reading slowly, peering at every word, but gradually his reading becomes more confident, and he loses his hesitancy, caught up in the story, and even tries to inject some feeling into his narration. They all lived happily ever after. The end. Lan snaps the book shut and smiles over at you. That was incredible. Whenever I've tried to read on my own, all I do is berate myself for my mistakes, but with you, it's like I let go of all these worries. Thank you. You know, this is why people are drawn to you. People can be themselves while they're with you. There's no way I'm the only one who feels like this around you. It's true, everybody loves me. I am universally popular. Bismuth is alive again. You have to be in a safe spot to get rid of the
world has suffered
critical
enough.
wound or no greater restoration. Which I don't believe I do. I only have regular restoration. What? Oh. Ruchele, my dear. Are you there? You brought friends? Good. All the more for me. Sophia, why did you walk in there? Carl, how dare you show up here of all places? Social, what are you doing? Well, thanks for just walking us directly into danger.
Endure this!
Really hope it auto-saved when I rested. So that I could, you know, do this again when we inevitably die. Theo, stay there. Social, what are you doing? Also, sure, throw a prayer down, couldn't hurt. Stealer, saddle up. And that was our surprise round, in which I was the one surprised. Any immunities I should know about? Poison, ability to score damage, drain, and petrification. Has arcane blood rage. Sure. Perfect strike. Flurry of arrows. Realize you're out of range.
Make every strike count.
Cry. Oh, and she knows protection from arrows.
Please, help me.
And she hits like a truck. Because we didn't find the relic, because Sociel walked us into a fight. That didn't work. Oh, because yes, you cast Displacement, which gives you a concealment save. Crap.
I fear I've been wounded.
Let's hear you cry.
You had your chance.
I don't know if you can really burn off the displacement save like you can with Mirror Image. Oh, I don't have communal protection from evil? Boo. Break enchantment, righteous might. You know what? Sure. Righteous might. Come large.
The light take you.
It's True Strike that, yeah, ignores concealment, and that would take an action. So instead, let's just shoot a bunch of times and hope that one of them hits. Or maybe her displacement has run out, and they will all hit.
Please help me.
And maybe she'll just beat Arushale to death. And yet, Arushale continues to not die. You should haste, everyone.
I fear I've been wounded.
Yeah, and yet it doesn't seem to be particularly affecting you.
Run them through.
Oh, you do still have that concealment. Weird. Yeah, just 50% mischance. But suddenly, it's going well. Study the target.
Simply business.
It wasn't that bad. Stop. What are you doing here, reprobates? The beaten hag cowers on the rocks. Gone is the terrifying monster you were just fighting. Question mark? Really? Is it? I mean, I can see it. Also, Sociel way to have wasted their righteous might. I mean, that's really on me. And in its place is a small and frightened old woman that looks surprisingly similar to the monster. Why did you treat an old biddy like me so harshly? Haven't you any shame, you great brutes? Wardriff can't take his eyes off the hideous old crone. His teeth are chattering. Sorry, Granny, but you better stay down. You lay there on the stones, or you'll only make it worse for yourself. Pardon me, Bigitha Lordshot here, but I have a sneaking suspicion that a monstrous mistake has been made, and we're threatening an innocent old woman with retribution when her only crime is to have settled here in these very sinister ruins, for reasons known only to herself. Please tell me I'm wrong. Don't listen to her. She's just stalling for time. Arushale raises her weapon. What do you know about the demons with the strange abilities? Where are they coming from? Speak. What demons? What are you on about? Under Arushale's cold gaze, the hag's face breaks into a grandmotherly smile. Ah, now, those demons? Wouldn't they be friends of yours, rumour dear? What are you picking on poor old me for, then? I can tell you everything I know, but you heard no far more than me on that score. Colour drains from Arushale's face, and the hag's smile grows wider, stretching from ear to ear. My little chicken, Don't tell me you haven't told your new toys all that. Kept it to yourself, did you? The hag burst into screeching laughter before turning her gaze on you. Take pity on an old woman. Let me go before any more harm's done. You'd better have a word with your little demoness about those demons. Liar! I've never been to the Ivory Sanctum. Ruchelet's desperate outburst is drowned out by another round of cackling from the hag. Where's it you say you've never been? Where? Like you haven't been sniffing around it, seeing who comes and who goes. You didn't see all that. I suppose you don't even know the password, neither, eh? The hag looks at you. Your demon girl's lying through her teeth, as per usual. Am I interrupting something? Do you two know each other? We've never met in the flesh till now. Isn't that right, dearie? I know an awful lot about her and her tricks, and her dalliances with mortals. She's lied to everyone. Everyone. To your side and ours. Oh, so which side are you on? Helpless old lady. She's telling the truth. Ruchelet lowers her gaze. I lied to you. I used you. I could have told you where to look for those demons right away, but I needed someone who could help me get rid of the hag. When I was freed from the dungeons of Dresden, the demons set her on my trail, and I could not have dealt with her single-handedly. Hearing this, the old woman lets out a screeching cackle that shakes her whole body, and I'm not voicing them because sometimes we have to have a self-preservation instinct for our throat. What are you laughing at? Doesn't matter what I've done, you won't be leaving here alive. See, I've already forgot how Greyball sounded. So you wanted me to kill your enemy for you? You'll pay for that. I have principles. I can kill for free. I leave that to the dilettantes and psychopaths. But we just sent Camellia home. We question the hag further. Ruchelet gives a reluctant nod, but doesn't lower her weapon. All right, but don't let this lying filth confuse you. I'm the lying filth, am I? Well, that's the pot calling the kettle black, Ruchelet. Okay, what's your deal? Who, me? I'm just a humble old soul, peaceful as they come. We just watched you beat people to death. I've lived here a fair old while, since the days when these lands were green, and no one had ever even heard tell of demons before. Things aren't as wicked as people make us out to be. That's just nasty gossip. People don't know us, they don't understand us, that's why they fear us. They trot out all sorts of rubbish that we feast on human flesh, and we bow down to demons and the like. Truth is, we're fae. Genuine fae. There's even a tale about it. Want to hear it? Oh, wow, I want to hear it. Maybe you can also teach me a few conjuring tricks, and then I can go around telling folk that I'm fae and not a hideous man-eating monster. You wrongly think that you are similar to this creature. Yes, your features are distorted by a curse, but... Lance stops Sociel with a hostile look. Can you just skip to the part about my inner purity, my noble soul, and the irrepressible goodness in my heart? Or have you come up with some new material? No? I thought not. Sure, tell us your tale. It's backstory dump time again. Listen well. It was a long time ago, so long ago it's now beyond remembering, when there lived 3 sisters in the first world in a forest known as the Cimarron. Which is... what, was the first world the Wild West? Beautiful they were, the sisters, the kind of beauties that make folks stop and stare. Suitors came from all corners of the land to woo them, but the sisters just laughed, and they boasted each to the other about the fine gifts they received. They boasted and bragged until a century had passed, and then another,
and bit by bit their sisterly affection turned into a deadly rivalry. Each sister wanted to show up the other two, to win the suitors away from them and grab all the riches for herself. Their magical forest, sensing this shift, changed too. Thorns and barbs sprang up everywhere. The animals sprouted fangs and horns. Even the little birds began to squawk vile curses and oaths in place of pretty tunes. The matchmakers came less and less after that, until the road to the Cimarron was forgotten altogether.
As she tells the tale, the hag grunts between words, lisping and smacking her lips. Her gnarled fingers are also twitching, sketching intricate symbols. She is obviously casting a spell. Trying to trick us, is she? It won't work. Well, with unmatched speed, Arushale attacks the hag. She screeches her last, rasping cackle, which soon turns into a strangled gurgle. Arushale's eyes are plaintive as she holds your gaze. There is much I have to explain, to confess, but first, please, there's something I want to show you. Come, it's not far. Well, for a boss fight I walked into accidentally, could have gone worse. And then we teleported out of the building. And Arushale is doing something that I can't see on account of Clyde. Arushale approaches the grave. It's small, but surprisingly well maintained, given the surrounding squalor and neglect. Arushale touches the cold stone, decorated with a Desna butterfly, like she's greeting an old friend. Silently, she turns to you. She retrieves a map from her bag, makes a mark on it, and holds it out to you. Stretch and hydrate. Thank you for the reminder. Good point. Yep, I think doing more hag voice than expected was a thing. First things first, here, I wasn't lying to you about this. That's where you'll find the Ivory Sanctum and in it the secret of the demons with strange powers. The entrance is hidden under a pile of skulls. I don't know how to open it, and I've never been inside, but cultists enter it somehow, which means that you can find a way to get inside. What's with the grave? My last victim. She was a priestess of Desna. I seduced her and drained her soul. She died in my arms, and I decided to bask in her final reveries, so I dove into her fading mind. Dreams are Desna's domain. The goddess noticed my sacrilege, but for some reason she showed me mercy instead of punishment. She opened my eyes to who I was and who I could be. When I returned to my senses, the first thing I did was bury my final victim here. Make a vow before her grave that I would atone for everything I'd done. Didn't even know who she was. I seduced her, deceived her, and killed her. She saved my soul. Arushale wipes her eyes. If only I could die and give her back her life, but I can't, Bigitha Lord Tatir. All I can do is live on and help those who are still alive. I never thought I'd say this to a demon, but if you want to share your pain and unburden yourself, come to me. I will listen and not judge you. Succubus nods solemnly. I'll come. I'm tired of carrying it all inside of me. Suffering, silence. I want to confess all my sins before another living being, not a silent grave. Thank you. Succubus shakes her head. I lied to you. You trusted me, and I used you to get rid of the hag. This doesn't assuage my guilt, but it's the least I can do. How'd you know the hag would be here? When I was freed in Dresden, the demons set her on my trail. She failed to catch me, but she took a hostage. Her sort. Arushale once again runs her fingers over the granite tombstone. She threatened to corrupt this grave if I didn't come here and surrender. I knew I could not defeat her on my own, so I used you. I used a lie to get you here so you'd help me kill her. Forgive me. Sorry. How'd you know about the bell? Not that we've seen that the bell is real. This place, the torturers in the bell tower. I saw them in the dreams of the person lying in this grave. She was on her way here for the bell. She wanted to take it from here and return it to the Crusaders in Canabras. She never made it here. Because she met me. I killed her and devoured her dreams, or rather, they devoured me. That's why when I re-emerged from the dream realm, I buried her here. I thought it was the right thing to do. I've wanted to return the bell to the Crusaders for a long time, but brings a hand to her face. Barest brush and the bell burns my impure fingers.
Could have just asked.
I was afraid. Afraid that you would refuse if there was nothing in it for you. I was afraid you wouldn't believe me, and I'm a demon, Bigitha Lordshire. For centuries it was all I knew. You want something, you get it by lying or by force. Luring you here was so easy, so natural. Lies and manipulation. They're my native language, one I've spoken my entire life. Asking for a favor, now that is a foreign notion that I've only begun to learn. Don't think I'm trying to justify what I did. I know my lie was despicable. I knew that perfectly well when I lied to you. I knew it was a step backward, back to the old Jerusalem. And I still did it. There's no excuse for it, I just want you to understand me.
Okay.
So, what are you gonna do with me?
Ruchelet waits with bated breath, her eyes locked on yours. You see fear and sadness there, and also the tiniest flicker of hope.
Say what you want, but we can't push her away, that's what I think. The fact that she's a demon only means that her path to atonement started in the abyss itself, and will be much longer than others. It means that she needs more help, not less.
Greybold laughs skeptically.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but you're not gonna believe the demon, are you? You're paladin, aren't you? She'll be cutting her head off for all the evil things she's done. You're young, so you should trust my experience. People don't change. That goes double for demons.
Chaos option. Your lie didn't hurt anyone? We're fine.
But I added another black mark to my soul. I tricked you, you could have been hurt.
I mean, you're talking to the Trickmaster General over here.
I'll never forgive myself for that, and I'll never do anything like this ever again. Well, I suppose farewell.
No, we could use you around. You seem reasonably competent.
Yes. Let's go.
Okay, cool. That three-word line gets voice. Succubus looks at you as if she doesn't believe her ears, and then nods timidly. New companion! Can I look at her character sheet? Sure can't. Okay. I'm going to take the chance of dropping Lan off. Which is worrying on account of Lan is our resident murder machine. But I don't really need two bowsmen. Ruchelet, Chaotic Neutral, Ascending Succubus. Interesting. Whirlwind of Sacred Butterflies carries her to safety whenever she faces mortal peril. Persuasion, Perception, Stealth, Trickery. He could be our trickery person. I mean, compared to... He is only one trickery behind Waljeff. Interesting. Immune to trip. Nice. On account of, you know, wings. Damage reduction. Elemental resistances. Espionage expert magic. Neat. Oh yeah, that is her thing, espionage expert. Rager's favored hunting grounds aren't
woods or mountains, but city streets and enemy headquarters. These masterful spies hunt for secrets rather than meat, using lies and stealthiness as effectively as blades and arrows, but they also do those things. Bonus from persuasion when used to bluff and stealth checks. Bond with his companions. Spend a move action to grant half their favored enemy bonus against us. Nice. Cast with charisma rather than wisdom. Oh. 1 second. Ads would be starting now, but I want to get an idea of this. Favored enemies, undead, and demons of magic, and humans. Has vampiric touch. That just as a spell like, so neat. Just do that whenever. Oh, right. One of these is the trait that gives the ability of the other one. Fair enough. Beats. Bunch of weapon proficiencies. Brew potions. Excellent. Blank Master. Many shot. Cool. Clustered shots. Brew crit. Rapid shot do. More shots, but -2 on all of them. Also, a good look. Composite longbow +1 is worse than composite longbow +2. That makes sense. Have a belt. Have some healing potions. And some cold iron ammunition. Although, can you even use cold iron ammunition? I guess. Are you wearing gloves? Armor, that's a thing we should probably give her. +2 metal chain shirt. 2 studded armor. Now the chain shirt's going to be the best bit, isn't it? Yeah, that's just mathematically better. I could give her a melee weapon as a backup, but we all know I'd never use it. Okay. And I need to give her mythic powers. Sure. I'll leave it automatic for the moment. Deadly aim mythic. Just deadly aim gets better. Sure. Yes, I know the ad's about to start. Stop shouting at me, Twitch. Expose vulnerability. Ranged weapon attacks expose enemies' vulnerable points. Every third hit with a ranged weapon against the same enemy does a bunch of divine damage. Nice. Cool.
I lead,
No,
you follow.
Yes, I know. It limits their max dexterity. Yeah, as much as the armor she came equipped with did. Game. Level Bigitha. No, I don't want to suddenly go into Alchemist. Oh, I can't take levels in Druid. Because I'm officially Chaotic Good. Big oof. Well, luckily I was doing Lawmaster, wasn't I? Wasn't I? Or is this my first level of Lawmaster? Oh, it must have been. I really need to sort my alignment out. Need to do more evil things. That said, it's not like I ever actually wild shape. No, not Kinetic Assist. Lawmaster. Skills. We have new class skills. Let's at least get a rank in those. And knowledges. 30 on world knowledge. It's my whole thing. When a new Lawmaster level is gained, we get spells per day as if we'd also gained a level in a spellcasting class we already had, so cool. we just get more casts. And also we get a secret. We can learn spells from other classes, a combat feat, +2 to a saving throw, a rogue talent, a wizard feat. What combat feats can we get? Ooh, I could, like, get mounted combat. Do I already have mounted combat? I think I may already have mounted combat. Nope. Once per round, when your mount is hit, you can attempt a mobility skill check to negate it. Mount a shield. Add your shield to your mount's AC. Cast spells while using wild shape. There we go. That's the correct answer. Tell you what. I will level everybody else up in a few minutes. I need to go and do another short advert break. As ever, let the adverts run and go and do some self-care things for yourself, and who knows, maybe even somebody else. Not that you can do self-care for somebody else, that's not what words mean. Anyway, love you all, let the ads run, and I will see you in a few minutes. Bye-bye. And I'm back. Hello again, everyone. Let's get back to leveling, I guess. Greybor. It reckons we should... Oh, you can already get assassin levels. I mean, I've already got one assassin going. Not anywhere near any prestige classes, which, sure, whatever. He's just the small dwarf hitman that he is. Greater 2-weapon fighting? Yep, sure. That's what he does. Choose one of the advanced rogue talents in place of a rogue talent. Why are you getting rogue talents as a slayer? Sure. Social... Yeah, just more clericing. Nothing exciting of new. Dealer. Yes, we are Hell Knighting you. Which, apparently the bugs with this have been fixed, I hear. Which is nice. Before I ever really ran into them. What does she even need points in? I guess... I mean, perception's always good. Yeah, sure, whatever. Force of Will at 3rd level. Hell Knight gains +2 bonus on will save against spells with any one of the following subscores or descriptors: charm, compulsion, or fear. At 6th level, you get another, and it steps up, and then 9th level, you get the other one. So what do we want her to be most protected against? Charm, compulsion, or fear? Honestly, charm. I really don't want Seal turning against me. And you can get new disciplines. So I'll be able to use these once a day. So, Dancer, Smite Chaos, strikes a creature mute. Command is Greater Command, which means you can just command multiple enemies. Fearsomeness would require me to be using the Intimidate ability in combat, which I don't. Onslaught as a free action, increase base speed by 10 and +4 to strength for 1 round. And if you're mounted, they also apply to your mount. That sounds rad. Shackle, Smite Chaos also reduces mobility. Tracker can summon a wolf. Rack, touch attack to cause incredible pain. Now Onslaught sounds amazing. I'll forget to ever use it, but it'll be there. And Whip Trip. Yes, now we can get access to impromptu sneak attack. Which, I mean, given how often we were getting unexpected sneak attacks anyway, but sure. You should get more points in trickery and make sure you outpace a Rochelet before you get replaced. Two new spells. Ooh, you have level 4. Bone Explosion sounds great. Controlled Fireball sounds great. Dragon's Breath sounds rad. Mass Reduced Person sounds extremely funny. Yeah, Controlled Fireball sounds amazing. And I mean, Dimension Door? Just a teleport sounds like a useful thing? Also, now that you've leveled up, can you eat any more scrolls? No, that's not really how it works, Emma. Now that people have leveled, double check everybody's spell books. Yeah, you already have these things. I mean, yeah, Controlled Fireball sounds especially very funny when your whole thing is kind of Arcane Trickster. Don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing, and also everybody around you is on fire. And yeah, a teleport. Any new slots in the lower levels? Nope. Check everybody else's slots. Oh, Arushale has spells. Neat. Hurricane Bow sounds good for you. In fact, grab another one of those. Aspect of the Falcon makes you better at shooting also. Yeah, you know what? Let's try and actually focus. It's vitals. Allows you to make sneak attacks. Sure. Chameleon Stride, Stealth and Concealment. That sounds useful. Cat's Grace too. Just +4 dex, always useful. And for my current big one. It's enemy, just make anybody your favorite enemy. Greater Chameleon Stride gives us all, or doesn't give us all, it makes an aura of it. Life Blast, just kill undead, very dead. Or just a cure. Or Burning Entanglement sounds quite funny. I should probably be letting that influence fewer character build decisions, just like, oh, that'd be funny. Do you have more slots? No. Do you have more slots? Yes. Another level 4. Crusader's Edge do. Holifies your weapon. Do I just get another cure? I mean, cure's good. Or a Holy Smite. Yeah, let's learn to smite. We have another level 5. Mass Cure. Why do I not have that already, frankly? Okay, that's almost new slots. Greyball doesn't do spells. Bigitha has a new level 4 slot. What do I want? Orbital Laser. Why's that got the... Oh, is that because it's level... No, it's definitely level 4. But yeah, it's saying that I can meta magic it, isn't it? Yeah, select a spell. But yeah, I can make selective flame strike. And I could change its color just for giggles. Do I want to do something like that? Or what does Fire Snake do? Affects all enemies in a 50-foot line, avoiding allies. Well, that just sounds awesome. Or Baleful Polymorph. Turn somebody into a dog. Turn into a genie. Or Lightning Storm, because I can, you know, get that working properly so often. Baleful Polymorph sounds, again, funny. Which, again, perhaps not the way I should be doing. But here we are. Still can't get over the little eye mask. Okay, now, can we, like, go and... Can we get back to where we just were? We can, you know, loot? How did we get here?
I found something.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
Bro, go and...
I sense something.
fix. No. Okay, that might be hard to do from this side.
My tail is restless.
Waljif, it is time to use your new psychic powers. Range Ledge Domain. Legend. Now.
Don't blame me.
I mean, I kind of do blame you.
Ask me.
I told you to get over this, and you just all suddenly started bleeding instead.
Ask me.
Why are you all taking damage from this?
Just don't blame me.
What's your mobility? Your mobility modifier is plus 17. This is only 26. You telling me it's that hard to roll a 9? Fine, we'll walk around and probably run into more demons, and then I will blame you. I say then, I was blaming you already.
Onwards.
Oh no. No, the demons seem to have gone. She says, tempting fate, so hard. Anything in here? Oh yeah, no, that was the sword we already knew we didn't want. Where are we? Okay. This is where we killed those demons. You can tell by the dead demons. Ah, this is the other side of that mobility check that was making us bleed, and there's stuff. Ah, the Clapper to the Bell of Mercy. Rad. Yes, we should probably find that. You know, just a thought. Bunch of stuff we didn't loot. Like, seriously, quite a lot of stuff. Can we loot the hag? Yeah, we can. Why did you teleport us away from our loot, Arushale? Magic staff, magic amulet. The amulet of circulating blood. And a quarterstaff +4. Neat. Yes, and +4 can bypass damage reduction to iron or adamantine. And what does the amulet of circulating blood do? Apart from sound wildly threatening, whenever the wearer of this amulet is under a blood rage effect, they gain regeneration. This can only be worn by a blood rager. Sure don't have one of those. I should probably give Lan that staff as a backup weapon. can't remember if I've got anybody else using staves. Is Nanio? Ah, we'll check that when we're back home. Magic Estoc. The Crippling Kiss. +3 Keen Estoc. So Keen means it's easier to crit with it. 15 to 20. That's a very wide crit range. And when you confirm a crit, targets up to -2 on attack rolls and saving throws and skill checks until the end of the combat. Neat. Kind of wish I had somebody with Estoc proficiency. That's an exotic weapon. And exotic weapon proficiencies as a feat always seem like a trap. Case in point. Didn't go in here.
Pay attention.
Oh, stuff. Nothing particularly exciting. I mean, there's a spoon. We do love collecting spoons around here. And here we have an old Sarkorian diary that I won't read. But in here, you can see the difference. The difference from there being anything, because in fact there is nothing. That reference is very funny, I promise.
Over there.
Whoa. Camera, camera. Jerusalem.
I'm prepared.
You get around that.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Oh god, you're going to be fishing as well, aren't you? Wibjib, you don't have to pick this lock at range. You could just do it the normal way, but sure, you want to be fancy. Belt of Physical Perfection. Love the sound of that. Various other crap. This is Strength and Dex and Constitution. Wow. What's Bigitha wearing at the minute? Just Constitution? So. Yes, those bonuses overlap, but not completely. Oh, I never noticed the Trickster portrait frame I've got going now. That's fun. But yes, I really need to do more evil things so that I can more convincingly be chaotic neutral. I mean, I guess I could just keep going, doing more chaotic things, and eventually it will technically be over the line. But I need to do fewer good things. I have too many morals. Determined that that was the issue. Let's find all the loot that's left behind, especially because I think I'm still looking for a bell. That was just that curved blade. That Babao warrior will only have a spear on him because they only ever have a spear. Ooh. Many scroll. Such utility spell. Staff. Staff. The Windmaster helmet. What that do though? Helmet grants the wearer a +4 bonus to initiative. Who's not wearing a hat and would like to move faster? Greybore, that sounds like you. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it is. It's very funny for reasons I cannot properly explain. He looks like a Dark Souls character. Like a comic relief Dark Souls character. Where the hell is this bell? It's definitely funny. It's not just me. Excellent. Good to know. Also, these are really gross corpses. Okay, so that loot is the one that's just the curved blade, right? No, that's just a spear. And then in here, oh, there's some barrels and stuff we didn't look at. Nothing particularly interesting, although there was a spoon. What the crap is this bell? Did I miss something in these loots? That's just a falcon. I mean, we haven't been down that passageway. I guess. I mean, there's a bunch of vendor trash, but no bell. We are just out here winning the Nobel Prize all over the place. Can't go in under the stairs. No, that just sends you up there. We opened that, chaps. Oh! This one wasn't an area exit, I forgot. It said it was saying to the belfry, which now I think about it, is a very reasonable place for a bell to be. I'm intelligent. To the belfry, where the bell live. One would hope. Also traditionally bats. English humour. Clyde, speed up. Oh hey, a bell! Who could have seen this coming? Also some stuff. Magic flail. Dinosaur bones. Rad. Flail was the demon's terror. What'd that do, though? No, that's the tyranny of mind. Demon's terror. +2 speed, radiant flail. And +4 attack on your first thing against a new demon. Speed, when making a full attack, you get an extra attack with it. So basically, haste. And does an extra d6 positive engine. Thela? What are you using at the minute? Ah, yes, the Bastard Sword of Hope. Speaking of exotic weaponry being a trap. Oh yeah, wielder confirms a critical hit, it heals them. Or actually, could Bigitha use the Demon's Terror? Fracturing Battle Axe does the constitution damage, but this just lets you hit more and is better against demons. Sounds better. Also, again, physics suddenly applying to that was weirdly funny to me. And in this chest, which Wibjib will open with his brain. Have I got it set to, like, auto-cast Ranged Legendman or something? We have some boots. The Boots of Free Reign.
Ask nicely.
Yes, once you've turned Range Legerdemain on, it remains turned on. Good to know. That's modal. What do the Boots of Free Reign do? Getting so many random magic items here. Permanent effect of the Freedom of Movement spell, which is just immune to all movement restrictions. Sure, they seem Waljiv appropriate. Anyway, we should fix the spell so that it can produce a gentle melodious ringing. And gives us good hope. So for an hour, we have +2 bonus on most things. Rad. And now we leave. Wait. Rue was saying that, like, the person who was buried here wanted to bring the bell to Canabras for the Crusades. Why can't we pick the bell up and take it for the Crusades? That seems like a thing we'd do. Anyway, let's just go. Yeah, so Wardriff can now just never have his movement impeded by anything ever. Which I think is pretty rad. We go! We've gone over a day. Yes, my armies have their movement back. And come to think of it, yes, there's Crusade events that will have happened. Ah! No, there you go, is we now have a thing to go and requisition the bell. All units will grant +1 AC against demons. That sounds rad. Ooh, events. Promotion at the Citadel. Count Arente's prank has earned Irabeth's displeasure, so she's asked the commander for an audience. And Anevia wants to talk about one of my companions. Does she have opinions about the fact that we've just recruited a demon? Probably. Fine, let's head back to Dresden. Take your paw in my hand. Wait. Party teleportation. Do we have a teleportation circle in Dresden? Doesn't seem like it. Can we see how much it costs to buy that? No, that's the wrong thing. Teleportation circle. I mean, I nearly have enough for it. I have the gold to just buy 100 of these. Or 101 if the slider's going to be Phoenicic. Boom, teleportation. I mean, it's still going to take 5 days, so we will have to walk back for now. But, you know. Building for the future. Oh, we completed the relic thing. Everything is ready for the relic's augmentation. The relic will be augmented. Okay. Oh, it's an event. Right. And we choose whether to make the crest into a belt, some chainmail, or a short sword. Right. In that case, we should have a thing we can now... a category we can do a decree of. Forming a diplomatic council. That sounds great. To the Citadel. I feel like we're going to be coming back to Dresden a lot. There's a lot of game in this game. Just... Have you noticed? I've definitely noticed. Commander, Anevia greets you with a slight nod. I have some information for you, though. Though what I found out is mostly innocent, it might be a cause for concern. What do you mean? It's about the well-being of one of your companions. Carry on. Soldiers have been gathering in the graveyard to play cards. We usually turn a blind eye to such things, though it's against regulations. We let them enjoy themselves as long as they don't cause too much trouble. And that's usually the case. But recently my people have noticed social among them, and gambling seems to be having an unhealthy effect on him. As you know, I usually keep my nose out of other people's private affairs. With all these spies and cultists, I have too much on my plate as it is. But this time it's about someone you trust with your life, so maybe you should do something about it. This isn't an official report, just a tip off from a friend. Thankful tip. You're welcome. I guess we should talk to Social. Night gamblers. Were those rose bushes there a second ago? The overwhelming fragrance of roses hits you as soon as you enter the headquarters. Roses occupy every inch of available space, fresh and sweet-smelling as if they've just come into bloom. The scene is capped off by Darren, who stands in the centre of this rosarium with a single red rose in his hand and an expression of utter innocence on his face. Ah, you haven't lodged us here. It's so good you dropped by. As you can see, I've been working on a little something, and I'm afraid some of your advisors are less than happy about it. If by a little something you mean an entire shipment of freshly cut roses imported here from some southern country. Erebeth shifts from foot to foot, glaring at the flowers pressing in on all sides. You have outfitted an entire unit with the money you spent on this, that's the voice. Fortunately, they were my own personal funds, so I spent them as I saw fit. This gloomy citadel needed an injection of beauty. Darren brings his crimson rose to his face and inhales its scent, his eyes never leaving yours. That's none of my business, of course, but I've known you a long time, Darren Arenday. This whole thing looks like another scandalous stunt concocted to rile up the Crusaders. If you want to pay court to the commander, don't do it in our headquarters. Darren, feelings? A tragic misunderstanding has occurred. Darren pauses while continuing to cast delighted glances at you over his rose. The thing is, I had no intention whatsoever of courting the commander in the romantic sense of this word. It never even crossed my mind. I do not know what led you to reach such a farcical conclusion. Darren holds the rose with the utmost delicacy, waving it gently from side to side. According to recent research conducted by Absalom scholars, the scent of roses reduces stress and fatigue, refreshes one's thoughts, and stimulates intellectual activity. So I only had the good of the crusade in mind when I placed these flowers here. I were entirely selfless and sincere. Do we continue to flirt? I don't know if I want to be locked into a romance route with Darren, but I'm enjoying his storyline so far, even though he's categorically a prick. And, you know me, I can't not press the flirt button. Can't wait to learn more about the unique properties of roses. I shall be happy to share my knowledge someday, under more amenable circumstances. He bows. I do believe my work in it here is done. Till next time, Bigitha launched it here. Well, we live here now.
I lead, you follow.
Any of you two have anything more to say? Nevi doesn't. Erebeth? Nope. Where do we need to go to do the artifacting thing? The relic will be augmented, we promise. Somewhere, somehow. I guess we look around Dresden until somebody says we made a thing. Can't remember what they said about how I would be summoned to the Magic UN. I'm sure I'll get some kind of message from Cycle Benoff. And my brain keeps very prominently pronouncing Sarkoth Benoff to the tune and cadence of Slam Dunk Da Funk by Five, which is a terrible song. I'm sorry to certain friends of mine, you know who you are, but it is. Yeah, I just straight can't ride in Dresden. Don't know why that is. Yeah. I guess now we just chat to people. Oh, we'll be able to level everybody up, won't we? Well, I mean, the people that we haven't already leveled up. Ulbrig just wants to get Hoople down on Shifter, and I'm broadly okay with that. Can use her major or minor forms at will, but he already can. Yeah, basically all the stuff he gets are like more feats, and his claws get better. Nothing particularly exciting, but, you know, it works. I don't take Ulbrig around because I want interesting tactical decisions. I want Ulbrig around because I want to throw a griffin at people. Oh yeah, Darren can't be a cleric because he doesn't care about the gods. That tracks. Points in the usual. Learns break enchantment. Sure. 10th level feels like it should be, like, big, but very little is happening at 10th level for people. Was I working Nenio towards anything? Don't think so. Yeah. Get Hungry Pit. Pit that deals damage over time. Now that I like. Just drop a Sarlacc on them. And Icy Prison, just freeze people. Rad. Also, more Scroll Mastery. Can use her own cast level when using a scroll, which I always forget is what she's meant to be doing. Amber, I was speccing you into a full Dragon Disciple, wasn't I? Gonna make this girl turn into a dragon. Learn Blind Sense. Doesn't need to make perception checks to notice and point the location of creatures within range of Blind Sense. Rad. Yeah, cool. Okay, you can have points in Persuasion because you're weirdly good at that. I mean, Knowledge Arcana, or use Magic. Nice. Or actually just Perception. And her claws are now magic for the purposes of overcoming DR. Nice. Breath weapon. Is now just better, I guess. And we learn Resist Energy. Cool. God, I have so many people now. Man. Oh, I wanted to give you that staff, didn't I, while I remember? But now we level you up. Just keep getting better at archery, which, yeah, that's again... doesn't need to be complicated, I just shoot people. Unarmed attacks are treated as lawful. Sure. Get a Zen Archer bonus feat. Points in athletics and mobility and perception. Improved critical with the longbow. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. More AC. And is just fast. Cool. And Camellia. Was I? Oh yeah, she was going into assassin, wasn't she? Is there anything particularly exciting upcoming in shamanic stuff? Extra attack of opportunity, I guess. Yeah. Points in trickery and stealth and all her usual stuff. Wow, you have all these new class skills that you don't have points in. So, assassins each day can create special combat poisons as a move action. Fire poison to your melee weapon, next successful attack does it. And Mark of Death makes the poison better. Uncanny Dodge cannot be caught flat-footed. Can even keep Dexterity AC against invisible attackers. Rad. And Coal-Minded, saving throw. Soulless, emotionless killing machine. See, told you. Bonus on saving throws against mind affecting compulsion, fear, and emotion. Rad. Which what was that? So how do we? I guess she has to be in the party to make the poisons, because then you can actually use her actions. Yeah, do I just go around talking to everyone? I guess. I don't particularly want to do it that way, but... Love Clyde just glitching up the stairs like that. Nope. Nothing from Aubrey. Also, yeah, we should sell our stuff. Oh, we should also talk to Wardrobe. On account if he's back. Yes, and we need to talk to Social as well about the whole gambling situation. That is what it told us to do, right? It didn't tell us, it just said, night gamblers. That's your objective, is night gamblers. Oh hey, George Linda's here. Yeah, you have nothing particularly exciting to say. Blacksmith, are you the one we talked to about the artifact? Also, I have a whole bunch of stuff to sell. Wait, not all of my torches. I should keep, like, an torch. Oh, cool. I did. DM, I did that. Just the generic +1s I don't really care about. Sell you all my books, because books aren't real. And if they were real, they would be important. But also, you don't seem to be the person who does my cool magic artifacts that I put a lot of time and effort into. The Dissector. You have some very cool and incredibly expensive stuff. Bye. Cool. Waldriff has nothing, despite his whole character arc happening. Why is it not the blacksmith that we talked to about having our artifacts reforged? That would make, a lot of sense. Maybe it's Wilson or the exotics guy. No, that just takes us straight into this. Speaking of cool and incredibly expensive weapons. Wilson? I don't actually care about you. Dodge Linda, you do logistics. Do you know where my artifact is? Chief Quartermaster. Material Support. Logistics Council. What do they do? It does supply. Yes, I know, it does logistics. What happened to the last Quartermaster? Nothing in particular. Why are you called Stranglehold? It's ironic. We could fix your hand. You don't care. Cool, bye. Yeah, there's the Jewelry Trader and the Arcane Weaver. Oh yeah, I should also talk to Rochelet. The journal doesn't have anything. Right? Yeah, it just says order the Crusade Craftsman to do it. Do I have to do it from here? Did I already try and do it from here? I can't remember. This is the other problem, as well, we all know, is that my brain is filled with holes. How can something be filled with holes? That's technically a logical paradox when you think about it. And hey, other such questions. Okay, back to the table. Manage Crusade affairs. Fate of the Crest of the Fallen Knight. The relic will be augmented. Everything is ready. Oh! I literally looked at this before and I just didn't click on any of the things. So we can make it into a belt, into the Lynn's family belt. This is an intermediate step of relic creation. Interesting. Some +2 chainmail. Or a +2 finesse short sword. The belt, I guess? They carried out the decree. Cool. Let's go with cool. Do I have the belt now? I do have the belt now. Yep, that's about, but it doesn't do anything yet. I've played video games. You go with the thing that has the least immediate effect because it'll end up having the most deferred effect. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate reminders. Oh. Took me a minute there to remember to hydrate. It was just going to be like, thank you for the reminders. I will not do that. I mean, if I did that, would anybody be surprised? Also, I should check people's spell books because not everybody was in the last party. Darren is spontaneous. Yes, you need things. You should learn Hungry Pit. Shadow Evocation I don't love. So have 2 Hungry Pits and an Icy Present. And a Confusion by Heaven 17. Wait, was that Heaven 17 or am I thinking of the New Order track? I'm thinking of the New Order track, aren't I? Oh, also, actually, while we're looking at your spells, are there any new ones you can learn? Frigid Touch. Stone Fist. Scorching Ray. Summon Big. Glitter Dust. Cool. Summon monster too big for us to currently do. Amber is spontaneous. Amalia. Her slots are all full. She doesn't learn from scrolls, does she? I can't remember. No. Also, is there any equipment I was saving for particular people? If so, do I remember it? Sure don't. What armor is Bigitha wearing? That's right. Some scale mail. Some pretty good scale mail. You're wearing plate. You can't wear any armor like that. Nor can you. Nor can you. You've got better stuff on. You've got better stuff on. You can't wear armor. You've got better stuff. You've got much better stuff. What's that? +2 hide. Is better than either of those. Cool. Okay, I've just seen no one would be surprised in chat, and fun fact, I don't know what you're talking about, because it was probably reacting to something I've said, and everything I've said has left my mind forever. Why would you have anything new? What am I doing? And what does the Arcane Weaver do again? Oh yeah, shirts. And other such. And scrolls. Cool. Darren. Nope. Malia is around here as well, I think. Yes. Oh, in the corner. Yep, there she is. Nope. Anything in this house I haven't seen? Don't know why this would have changed. Nope. It takes far too long to load coming out of houses, I'm just going to say it. I think it's specifically Dresden is slightly questionably optimized. Let's go talk to our new bestie. I have declared her our new bestie. Speed up. Just because you're not riding a dinosaur. Arushale's ruby eyes stare watchfully at passers-by, who don't notice her, who don't notice her even at arm's length. She turns to you, her face a mixture of contemplation, sadness, and admiration. They're amazing, aren't they? Cool, I don't get to respond to that. Do you know anything about these demons with unusual powers? I mean, we know you do, but... Arushale thinks for a long while. Finally, she answers hesitantly. Back in Alushinera, there were rumors about terrible experiments that Baphomet and Discari performed on their troops to make them stronger. On the material plane, these rumors were embellished with lots of details. Some say the demons undergo rituals acquired from Zonkathon. Others say they feed on the blood of angels or Clipoths or demon lords. Still others say that there are no experiments and Baphomet is just bringing back fighters from the future from which the demons have already taken all of Galarian. I mean, all of these rumors were cool. Is there a grain of truth in any of these ramblings? There's no way to know. Naturally, none of these rumors give any indication of where these demons come from. I'm sorry I can't help. The only thing that's clear is that the lowly fighters in the army of the Abyss are as puzzled by this as we are. What are you doing here? I'm watching. He nods at the city dwellers as they hurry past. I'm listening to their conversations, studying their faces, trying to understand what they truly are. Have you learned anything new? I love cats. Arushale speaks in a very serious manner as if sharing an important scientific discovery with you, but then a moment later she smiles to give the joke away. No, but serious. I wouldn't want to draw any rational conclusions. I've only been watching them for a short while. I think I have understood one thing. Succubi have a saying, mortals always lie. If a mortal isn't talking, it means she's busy lying to herself. Now I see this isn't true. Mortals aren't liars, you're dreamers. Each of you creates a huge daydream for yourself, and everyone you share your life with. It isn't exactly a lie, because the daydream is your truth. Cool. Tell me of you. I'm afraid you won't like what I'm going to tell you. Backstory time. Where does Succubi come from? Did you have a childhood? No. Well, yes, but in brief, the Abyss is nothing like the mortal world. Arushale makes a gesture in the air, trying to find the right words. You remember life since conception. No, wait, you don't remember that part, do you? But certainly you know everything since birth. We do not. Hate to break it. Normally when a human dies, the Lady of Graves decides which plane they should go to. Most often those who arrive in the Abyss turn to lava. You know, the little worms no one notices until you step on them? They crawl into the mud for centuries, devouring each other, and the strongest ones turn into demons. I don't know how that transformation happens. Maybe we hatch out of them like caterpillars out of butterflies. No, wait, it's the other way around. Oh, maybe greater demons sculpt us out of them like so much clay. I don't know what happened to the larvae that they used to make me. In my own memory, it begins with vague, fragmentary images. Terrors, executions, orgies. I remember some poor lad half gnawed by the larvae. He was crying and begging to be killed, and I pointed at him and laughed and said I wouldn't. Forgive me, I'm so ashamed. How did you change sides? Temptation. That is by heaven 17. Arushale smiles sadly. Strange, isn't it? So many people believe being good is important, but it's boring and unpleasant. And all that's enjoyable and tempting pertains to evil. Even the servants of kind gods often think so, do they not? No idea how easy that makes the role of a temptress. Well, it was my great fortune to discover that it's not always like that. My last... Yeah, I know this. We literally already had this backstory. Yeah, no, we've heard all of this. Thanks. May I ask you a personal question? The kind of question a mortal might ask a succubus. I've got to know where this is going. You want to talk about sex? Hey. Maybe. Arushale looks you in the eye. Ask me anything, I'll not keep secrets from you, but don't expect to hear anything lighthearted or unpleasant. The kiss is deadly. Not just the kiss. Any caress of any kind sucks the life from mortals. And there's nothing I can do about it. Arushale touches her lips ever so slightly. For mortals, tenderness is tenderness and violence is violence. I don't know what it's like to kiss and not inflict pain. I mean, you see, everything is sex except sex, which is power. Just hope my observations of mortals will help me understand young lovers, old spouses, even what mortals condemn as promiscuity. To me, it all looks like something amazingly human. Blood? Blood. Don't joke like that. For me, it's not a joke at all. No actual flood. Arushale's cheeks blush faintly. Her lips open a little and she wets them with the tip of her tongue. Sighing deeply, she answers with apparent effort. I never want to feel such pleasure again. Not with anyone, ever. If I kiss anyone, I want to be sure that the kiss brings us both pleasure, not pain. Arushale's voice grows soft and you barely hear her words. She'd like to kiss someone again, but only as a mortal, not as a demon. Do we ask her just what demon sex is like? I think I'm about to. Everything demons do is a sort of cannibalism. Each devours mortals and other demons in their own way. Some enjoy literally tearing off pieces of flesh with their teeth. Others like to subdue and turn their prey into slaves and living tools. Some feed on others' humiliation. It comes in different forms, but the essence is always the same. Another being is an object to be used for your own pleasure. Demon sex doesn't differ from any other type of violence. In my former life, it was something I did to others, or others did to me. Only one person ever received pleasure, not the other. Do you still experience desire? Arushale keeps a long silence as she searches for the right words. You see, on the one hand, my succubus nature remains with me. The desire I feel is the one from my old life. When I look at any mortal, I immediately imagine how. She looks away. I mean, relatable, but that's just because I have intrusive thoughts. That feeling, that desire, it's not what mortals feel. When you like someone, you don't ponder how good it would feel to drink their soul, do you? Think about how good it would feel to be together. Together, you see, you know how to want someone and at the same time not want to destroy them. For me, it's always one and the same. True despair rings in Arushale's voice. I'm not even talking about love. It's the common mutual affection of mortals when they're not poisoned with violence. And now I know that I've never felt it. Hard to imagine how it's even possible. I have faith you will be someday able to experience love. Hope so. It's just... She brings her hand to her chest. I don't deserve it. Who dare love a predator from the abyss who by her very nature is unable to return those feelings? Flirt button. I like how I feel like I'm flirting with Darren and Arushale at the same time, and they're both a terrible idea in opposite directions. Your fingers briefly touch the succubus's heated skin, and she actually jerks her hand back. Her eyes shine with fear, hope, and something new, fragile and tender, something that makes her look surprisingly like an embarrassed mortal girl. I will. Being so open. I'm gonna speed run through Tell Me About Life in the Abyss. Tell me about the Midnight Hours and Illusionera. Midnight Isles, Chain of Islands, Realm of Nocticular, Succubus Queen, No Sun. Each of the islands remains of things Nocticular killed. Illusionera, Porphyry City is Nocticula's capital, there's no city like it. Millions of people live there. They'll come voluntarily because, you know, why not? Slaves. Cheerful festive torment. Coming quite particular. Lady in Shadow, Burst Succubus. Far from the most powerful, but she's still powerful. Trying to turn herself into a true goddess. Which tools is seduction and deception. Don't believe a word she says and don't fall for her provocations. Don't try and beat her at her own game. Cool. What do you think of these new mythic powers you've got? It's a great temptation. I don't know if I should be trusted with such power. I certainly wouldn't trust myself with it. When you have so much power, it's easy to decide you're a god, and the mortals are your toys. Perhaps I should wait until after we defeat the forces of the Abyss. But that's precisely what these powers are for. She thinks for a moment, then speaks softly. You take a great risk. I'm not sure I can handle the temptation. It's hard enough as it is. Goodbye. Be watching. Weird. What a way to sign off a conversation. But hey, I think, speaking of signing off, we should do that, because we, you know, are already over time. But hey, it's good to be back, y'all. Seriously. Like, the break has been good, but also, it's nice to be back to this. And God, this game is large. So, just time for a quick wrap-up before the end. Thank you all for coming, and thanks if you stayed to the end. Genuinely means a lot. If you've been watching, you know where to find me, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Saracent, that's SERASENT, the House of Hubris, streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, once again, at 2 PM British time. That is 9 AM Eastern, 6 Pacific. Other time zones are available, but you can do your own maths, or you can throw me a follow to be notified whenever I'm around. If you do miss anything, VODs are on Twitch for 8 weeks after the fact. For everything else, you can go to the YouTube. Link is down there, says VOD Archive, or it's youtube.com/@HouseOfHubris, where you can see everything going back very nearly the full 3 years of the channel. The recent stuff still hasn't gone up because, obviously, with the break and everything, I was trying to build a buffer. Those will be going up very soon, so keep an eye out there. And hey, if you don't want to be checking back all the time, why not subscribe on YouTube? Doesn't cost you anything, and gets you hot, fresh VODs in your subscription feed every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, again, socials are right down there, or it is House of Hubris pretty much everywhere. That's at House of Hubris on Twitter, at House of Hubris at kind.social on Mastodon, at House of Hubris.bsky.social on Blue Sky, where you can find me doing all the social media things, talking about my other projects. I have a bunch of voice acting coming up at the minute. Yeah, in between season 5. First episode drops very soon, so very excited about that. Also got some TV gigs and other quizzes as ever. I was just on Counterpoint on Radio 4, if anybody listens to that. And I can actually announce now, as of the 19th of January, I will be on the new UK version of Jeopardy, which is very exciting and was a lot of fun. So hey, if you care about that kind of stuff, come find me on the socials, or just watch your TV and I'll probably turn up eventually. But if not, come back on Thursday when we will continue to do crusade things and just jam side quests until something happens. Alright, love you all, take care of yourselves out there, and I'll be back on Thursday. And God, I've been away long enough that I forget where the stream deck buttons are. Great. Alright, bye.